All right, come on back inside to the Drubner Center here on the campus at Post University in Waterbury, Connecticut. It is time for the second half of our Wednesday night basketball doubleheader. The Post University Eagles women's basketball team just defeated Queens College 61-55. That was the first half of our Wednesday night doubleheader. So now it is Post University men's basketball here in their 2023-2024 home opener, taking on AIC. Hello everyone, Griffin Cass on hand. Glad you could be with us here on this Wednesday night of NCAA Division II men's basketball here on the CACC Network. Let's take a look at our starting five for the Eagles. It's Kyle Alsey, Dang Diang, Quest Harris, Robert Sanders, and Bol Akat. That one goes out of play. It is last touched by AIC, so the Eagles will have the first offensive possession. And for AIC, it's Justice Ellison, Jack Hall, Jalen Jordan, Lovere Zaja, and Tyree Washington. Under the basket, out of bounds play for the Eagles. Quest Harris will trigger. Up top to Bol Akat. Eagles working around the perimeter. This Eagles team 2-0 on the season. AIC also 2-0. So two 2-0 teams going at it here at the Drubner Center. Kyle Alsey misses the baby hook, and AIC comes the other way here in their first offensive possession of the game. Watch out for number 2, Justice Ellison. Averaging 19.5 points per game. It's inside to Zosha, goes back door, and that's how the scoring starts for AIC. Tyree Washington goes back door and lays it in. Quest Harris swings it. Alsey at the top of the key. Back to Harris. Harris inside. Dang Diang gets his first 2 of the game. Dang Diang had 23 and 13 in the season opener versus UNH as the Eagles showing a full court press and they force the steal. Sanders to the hole, got the step and lays it in. And it's a 4-2 start for your Eagles with 18:45 remaining here in the first half. Full court press here from the Eagles has been working. Sanders to the hole and he lays it in. Eagles 6, AIC 2. AIC head coached by Andy Burkholder in his 9th season. And for the Eagles, Mark Kuntz in his 7th year. Kuntz has a record of 83 and 87. Burkholder has a record of 92 and 147. Here's a 3 by Jack Hall. It's off the mark. Harris off the rebound. Harris kicks it. Akat drives it, hits the brakes, and had it knocked out of play by Washington. With 18:04 remaining here in the first half. So being under the basket, out of bounds play here for the Eagles. Eagles in the white uniforms. Yellow Jackets in the black uniform. Sanders catch and shoot 3 off the inbound. Got a 3. Auspicious start here for the Eagles. They lead 9-2. A little over 2 minutes gone in the first half. AIC moves it into the front court. Hall to the hole. Missed the scoop. Dang Diang off the board. Diang brings it into the front court. Sanders comes to get it. Crossing over right to left. The lay. Missed it. Rebounded by Hall. Zoja into the hands of Akat. Nice steal by Bol Akat. Now he moves it into the front court. Passes it. Sanders up top to Quest Harris. Crosses over right to left. Goes right into Hall. Back out to Diang to reset the offense. Diang gets to his right hand. Gets to the hole. Diang! Dang Diang flexing those muscles, and the Eagles with a 9-point lead to start. Washington into the front court. Washington to the hole. Give him 2. (11-4) lead for the Eagles. 16:45 remaining in the first half. Akat on the right wing. Akat gets a step. Akat mid-range pull. Too strong. Zaja the board. It's a 3. Ellison off right. flying in as Washington couldn't corral the rebound. And we'll see our first substitutions of the game. Taquan Williams and Derek Thomas II into the game for Harris and Dieng. And on the AIC side, into the game now is Amaran Jet Dobbs. He subs out Jack Hall. Taquan Williams, the freshman here, number 21 in white. Bounce pass, Alsey at the left nail. Swings it. Thomas's first shot of the game is money. Derek Thomas II comes into this one, averaging 19 minutes per game and 6.5 points per game, given 2.5 rebounds on the season as well. Derek Thomas knocks down the short corner J for his first shot of the game. Now Zoja into the front court, guarded by Williams. Now Ellison, 4 minutes played here in the first half. Washington slips back door, throw that baby down. Tyree Washington, two-hand jackhammer. 13-6 Eagles. 15:45 remaining in the first half. Akat met by Jet Dobbs. Sanders, one more to Williams. He drives it. Williams kicks it. Akat. And that will be a backcourt violation on the Eagles. And into the game now for the first time is Joakim Radcliffe, a freshman, 6'5" from Miami, Florida. He checks in for the Eagles, averaging 9 minutes per game through the first 2 games of the season. Zoja, front court right. Feeds it. Justice Ellison now to Jalen Jordan. Jordan back to Ellison. Washington comes to get it in the short corner. Washington backing down his man, kicks it out. Jet Dobbs fakes the three, now drives, and he had it stripped. Sanders off the steal. Sanders kicks it. Williams, the lefty, lines it up. Jet Dobbs off the board, clears for AIC. 5 minutes played here in the first half, a 7-point lead for your Eagles. And if you are just tuning in, Griffin Cast with you on hand here on the CACC network. That's Justice Ellison going to work and getting the deuce for AIC. Ellison averaging 19.5 points per game for AIC this season. Radcliffe out, Akat across the lane right to left. Ball carooms out of play. They say it was last touched by the Eagles. We'll get some substitutions here for the Eagles. Quest Harris back into the game for posts, and for the first time we see Cape Holden. Holden, a junior, 5'10" guard from Trumbull, Connecticut. Holden averaging 9 minutes per game for Mark Kuntz this season. 14:25 remaining in the first half. A 5-point lead for the Eagles as Quest Harris knocks that out of play. So it'll be a side out for the Yellow Jackets on the right sideline in the front court. Dieng checks back in. Radcliffe checks out. Zaja. So Jet Dobbs here on the left wing. Kicks it. Jordan can't hold on, and Dieng off the steal. Dieng drives, misses. Got his miss. Kicks it out. Holden lines it up on the left wing. Back iron on a three. Ellison off the board and the push. Ellison, pull up. Got it. Justice Ellison starting to settle into this one for AIC. And they were trailing by as many as 9. They cut it down to 3. And we have ourselves a game here. 13:35 remaining in the first half. A 13-10 lead for your Eagles. Holden gets to his right hand, kicks it. Williams now drives. Dieng in the mid-range on the right side. 6 on the shot clock. Dieng leans in, flips it up, and drew the foul with 13:22 remaining in the first half. Dieng going to the foul line to shoot a pair. Dieng is 8 for 9 from the charity stripe through the first 2 games. As Kyle Alsey and Jack Hall at the scores table for their respective teams getting set to check in. make Dieng 8 for 10 from the line on the season as he can't connect on the first of two. AIC comes in for Thomas. And Hall subs out Zoja. So here's Dieng at the foul line. One more for the big fella. He knocks down the back end of two to go 1 for 2 in that trip to the line. 14-10 lead for the Eagles. Eagles show the full court press. And AIC breaks it. Jet Dobbs picks up his dribble. Jet Dobbs needs someone, and he gets it to Ellison. Ellison met by Dieng. Now Jalen Jordan. Ellison a three. Short. Ellison fights for the rebound, and it carooms out to Hall. Now Jet Dobbs inside. Rejected by AIC. Harris fighting for the ball. Gets it to Ellison, who banks it in off the right side of the window. AIC within two, and the Yellow Jackets have settled into this one. Williams on the left wing, 12.5 remaining in the first half. Williams kicks it. Harris off the drive. Harris inside. Dieng lays it in. Eagles almost force a steal off of Dieng. Sanders and a con check in for the Eagles. Tyree Washington back in for AIC. He'll sub out Jalen Jordan. Also, Agibu Balde into the game now for AIC. And they get Kanye Wavizwa into the game now. Ellison will get his first breather of the game. A 16-12 lead for the Eagles. 12-19 remaining in the first half. Wavizwa throws it in. Aaron pass. Dieng has it. Puts it up and got fouled. Dieng to the foul line to shoot a pair where he just went 1 for 2. Dang Dieng, a 6'7" forward from St. Cloud, Minnesota. For Mark Kuntz this season, averaging 18.5 points per game, 10.5 rebounds, averaging a double-double through the first 2 games. Dieng, pure on the first of 2. He's 2 for 3 from the line now. So Dieng goes 2 for 2 in that trip to the line. He is 3 for 4 from the free throw line here in this one. 18-12 lead for the Eagles. Hall gets trapped in the corner. Bad spot to be in. And the Eagles almost force the turnover. 12-12 remaining in the first half. Zoja checks back in for AIC. He will sub out Wavizwa. Amaran Jet Dobbs races into the front court and drew the foul. As it goes on the floor, they get a count for the foul. And Bolacott, in the 2020-2021 season, that COVID year, he played D1 basketball with the Quinnipiac Bobcats up in Hamden, Connecticut, where he saw 13 total games for the Bobcats, averaged 1.4 points per game, 1.5 assists, and shot 22.2% from the floor for the Bobcats. Now here he is with the Eagles playing in Division II. Zoja, short corner J, put up and through by Balde. So 18-14 lead for the Eagles here with 11:35 remaining in the first half. Harris thought about driving it, now a caught. Dieng, left-handed drive, and he got the right-handed layup to go. Dang Dieng takes out his do-it-yourself kit for the deuce. 20-14 lead here for the Eagles. It's Zoja in the backcourt, picks up his dribble, dangerous pass. Jet Dobbs on the right wing. Gets to his left hand, gets inside the J, couldn't bank it home, but Washington right there for the tip. And Mark Kuntz is not happy at that. Timeout on the floor by AIC. We'll step aside here on the CACC network. 11:01 remaining in the first half. This is the 14th all-time matchup between the Eagles and the Yellow Jackets. The Eagles are 5-8 against AIC all-time, but they are on a 3-game winning streak. The last time these two teams squared off, that was November 19th, 2022, where the Eagles absolutely blew the doors open off of AIC, winning commandedly 84-58. So now here in 2023, let's see if the Eagles can replicate what they did to the Yellow Jackets in 2022. Dieng inside, AIC. They get him for the travel. And Mark Kuntz immediately gets AIC out of the game. He'll sub in Joakim Radcliffe. And Mark Kuntz ripping into Kyle AIC on the bench. Thrown out of play by Zaja. And that will be a Yellow Jackets turnover. Eagles ball with 10:40 remaining in the first half. For the Eagles on the floor, it is Williams, Dieng, Akot, Radcliffe, and Sanders. Sanders on the right wing. Sanders kicks it. Akot dries it. Akot passes it. Radcliffe saves it in. 10 on the shot clock for Sanders. Bounce pass, Dieng in the lane, kick out, Williams, one more, Sanders a 3. Akot, a fresh 20 for the Eagles. Nearing the midway point here in the first half, it's Sanders on the drive and the pull-off, he's got it. Robert Sanders, averaging 6.5 points per game through the first 2 games for the Eagles. 6-point lead for the Eagles now as Hall brings it into the front court. Zaja, Wavizwa, one more. Balde to the hole, smoke the lay, but we get a foul on the Eagles. So Balde draws the contact. And Balde will shoot 2 at the line here. First of 2 put up and through by Balde. Derek Thomas the second back in. Dieng grabs a seat. Balde 2 for 2 in that trip to the line. Give him 4 points on the game. 22-18 lead here for the Eagles. Williams into the front court. Now it's Derek Thomas the second at the top of the key. Handoff action. Sanders almost stumbled, gets it to Akot. Akot has been quiet here in this one thus far. Akot one-on-one, gets by his man and lays it in. Bowl Akot takes out his do-it-yourself kit on that one and give him the deuce. It's thrown ahead, Balde, the lob. Washington saves it, but into Akot. 9:05 remaining in the first half. 24-18 lead for your Eagles. Akot gets inside, backdoor. Thomas smoked the lay. Radcliffe back out, a caught, one more, Williams, a three. Ellison off the board. Justice Ellison. Up top to Zaja. Zaja swings it. Jet Dobbs on the right wing. Jet Dobbs up top. Worked around to Ellison. 10 on the shot clock for Ellison. Washington now on the right wing. Washington post-entry feed. Zaja on the low block. And he hooked his way into a foul. Going the other way, Eagles ball with 8:25 remaining in the first half. So Harris will run the show at the point. He's between the rings, and he gets a chest pass to Akot on the left wing. Here's a screen from Radcliffe. Akot, layup, pure. Bowl Akot gets a step and finishes the deuce. The drive, the feed, Washington. Blocked with a foul on Akot. So now it'll be Tyree Washington heading to the foul line to shoot two. Washington, a 6'6" senior. This AIC team struggled last year mightily. 5-24 overall, 3-17 in conference play in the NE10 conference as Washington pure on the first of two. AIC checks back in with Cape Holden. Akot and Radcliffe check out. Akot has two personal fouls, thus him checking out right there as Washington good on both free throws. 26-21 lead. 26-20 lead for the Eagles. It is Williams at the top of the key. Holden. Worked around to Harris on the left wing. Drives with his right, floats it up with his left, and he's got the bucket. Timeout, AIC with 7:40 remaining in the first half. Eagles an 8-point lead. You are watching NCAA Division II men's basketball here on the CACC network. All right, we are coming out of the Andy Burkholder timeout. Again, Burkholder in his 9th season with AIC. 7:40 remaining in the first half. It's a 28-20 lead for your Eagles. And if you're just tuning in, this is the second half of our Wednesday night hoops doubleheader. The women's team, they won a game ago, 61-55 over Queens College. Let's see if the men's can continue the basketball winning streak here. This is the home opener for your Eagles. Zaja, top of the key, sets up the offense. Swings it to Ellison, the team's leading scorer. Finds Jalen Jordan. Jordan now fires a three with 2 on the shot clock. And it's AIC. Nearly corralled the rebound, but it's Williams clearing for posts. 13 minutes played here in the first half, under 7 minutes to play. It's Harris at the top of the key. Dieng muscles his way inside. Good defense there from Jordan. 10 on the shot clock. Harris crosses over right to left. The J blocked with a foul. So is Harris at the foul line. The first of two is up and good as Sanders almost checks back in. They'll get Hall for Zaja on the other end. Harris with 27.5 minutes per game. Misses the second of two, so he goes 1 for 2 and that trip to the line. 6:40 remaining in the second. Jordan, layup, got it. (29-22) Eagles. Under 6.5 to play, and Dieng and Williams not on the same page right there. You know, Mark Kuntz isn't happy. He subs out Williams as Sanders checks back in. Jet Dobbs will bring it into the front court, met by Holden. Jordan, dribble handoff. AIC working it around the perimeter. Jet Dobbs swings it. Hall, a three. Dieng, the board. Outlets for Harris. Harris feeds it. He's a shooter. It's Holden missing. And rebound tipped out of play by the Eagles. 5:58 remaining in the first half. 29-22 lead for the Eagles as AIC to inbound. Eagles show the full court press as Jordan will move it into the front court. Jordan. The trailer is Jet Dobbs. Jet Dobbs on the drive. Kicks it. Jordan. He'll line up the straightaway three. Short. Hit out of play by Ellison. Eagles ball. Sanders, Dieng, Alcy, Holden, and Harris. That's a 5 on the floor for the Eagles. It's Dieng getting inside and finishing the right-handed lay. How about Dieng? Give him 13 on the game while dribbling there by Jordan. It's stolen by Harris. Sanders leaves it. Dieng puts it in. Timeout, Andy Burkholder. Eagles lead up to double figures now. They lead by 11, 33-22. Dieng leading the way with 15 first half points. All right, we are out of the timeout. On the AIC side, Eagles have extended the lead to 11, the largest of the first half for your Eagles. As the Eagles on the floor, it's Derek Thomas II. AIC needs another timeout. They can't get it in. As we will stay on the air here with the Eagles at 33, the Yellow Jackets at 22. Let's take a look at the team stats here. Wow, the Eagles are shooting exceptional from the floor. 58.3%. They are 14 for 24. AIC, not too bad either. 47.4%. They're 9 for 19 from the floor. Both teams cannot find the range from bonus distance, however. AIC 0 for 6 from downtown. Post 1 for 6. The Eagles 4 for 6 from the free throw line. The Yellow Jackets 4 for 4. So we are out of the quick timeout. AIC ball. Zaja will trigger for AIC. Gets it into Jet Dobbs. Jet Dobbs in the backcourt, defended by Derek Thomas II. On the floor for the Eagles coming out of the timeout. Radcliffe, Thomas II. Here's the drive and the scoop and the miss. Dieng the board. Dieng, Sanders, Thomas II, Williams, and Radcliffe. That's a 5 on the floor for your Eagles. For AIC, Jet Dobbs, Zaja, Hall, Washington, and Ellison. That's a 5 for the Yellow Jackets. Ripped away by Washington, picked up by Hall. Hall the bounce. Ellison, pass, deflected. Sanders ahead of the field. Delay, the rejection, but the foul is called on Ellison, and he can't believe the whistle. So Sanders to the foul line to shoot a pair with 4:35 remaining in the first half. So here's Sanders at the line. The first of 2 is up and through. Kyle Alsey checks back in on the Eagles side. Radcliffe checks out. And Balday back in for AIC. Washington will sub out. Washington, the only Yellow Jacket in double figures with 10, as Sanders is pure on both free throws. 35-22 Eagles, 13-point lead here. Jet Dobbs almost lost the handle going to the hole. Brings it back out. Bounce pass to Balday, short corner right side. Kicks it back out. Jet Dobbs picks up his dribble. Bounces it. Balday. One more back out to Jet Dobbs. They're playing catch. He can't connect on the 3. And it's Dieng up high for the board. Ahead to Thomas II. Didn't want the 3. Now bounces it to Dieng, short corner right side. Dane Dieng wants to isolate. Dieng over the top. Dieng. Give him 17 first half points. He's cooking. Dane Dieng has already eclipsed his point total from last game where he had 14 points and 8 rebounds. Zaja hands it off, 3:45 remaining in the first half. Ellison, top of the key. Zaja, left corner, drives it on the baseline and throws it off with the foot of Thomas. Dieng clapping his hands. 37-22. The Eagles have stretched this first half lead out in the past few minutes. Jet Dobbs to inbound under the basket. We get a foul away from the ball. As Harris checks in for Williams. Jet Dobbs triggers it into Ellison. Ellison puts it on the deck, backing down Sanders across the lane. Baby hook, right hand, you bet. Justice Ellison taking out his do-it-yourself kit in the post. And he gets the deuce. 37-24 Eagles, 3:15 remaining in the first half. Sanders worked around to Harris. Harris on the right wing. Sanders up top. Sanders jabs. Sanders pulls it back for 3. Off left. Also the offensive board. Back up and in. Kyle Alsey, the second chance effort for Mark Kuntz. As Jet Dobbs gets it into the front court, the pass goes right between the legs of Balday. Out of play with 2:49 remaining in the first half. Holden checks in for Sanders. 39-24 lead for the Eagles. As Harris will run the point here for your Eagles. Brings it into the front court. Passes to Dieng. Dieng crossing over left to right. Dieng putting on the handles, and then he dribbles it off of his foot out of bounds. With 2:36 remaining in the first half. Jalen Jordan checks back in. And it will be Jed Dobbs heading to the sidelines to get a breather. Zaja gets it to Jordan. Jordan now into the front court on the right side. Jordan picks up his dribble. Needs some help. He's got Ellison. Ellison the mid-range on the right side. Puts it up and through. Justice Ellison for 2. And Ellison starting to heat up now for AIC. Give him 10 points. He's now into double figures. Holden, catch and shoot 3. And a rare 4-point play for Cape Holden. The little Jamal Crawford 4-point play action right there, and Holden going to the free throw line to shoot 1 to complete the rare 4-point play. Here's number 13, Cape Holden, releasing the free throw. Pure 4-point play completed by Holden, and just like that, the lead has ballooned to 17 for the Eagles. The Yellow Jackets are going to need to go on a little bit of a run here to end the first half to get this game back to a competitive one. Jordan swings it. Balde fakes the 3 and throws it right into the corner. It's Jordan across the lane, left to right, baby hook, right hand, back iron. Zaja fighting for the offensive rebound. He's got it. Balde and 1. And AIC, they needed that bucket in a big way. And they need this free throw as well. Balde at the line. Coming into this one, averaging 15 minutes per game, 3 points in 2 games played. Balde's free throw got the fortuitous roll. 3-point play completed, back to a 14-point game. AIC shows the full court pressure. 90 seconds to play here in the first half. It's Harris surveying, calculating, spinning, kicking. Holden just knocked down a 4-point play. Set 6 on the shot clock. Harris tries to take out his do-it-yourself kit. Looks for some help from Dieng, and he gets bailed out on the foul on the floor. Jack Hall picks up the personal with 1:11 remaining in the first half. So the Eagles in the bonus. It'll be Dang Dieng shooting 2 at the line. Dieng has had himself quite a first half. 17 first half points, 7 for 8 from the floor. I mean, super efficient shooting from Dieng in 14 minutes. He also has 5 rebounds to go along with it. Given 2 steals also, why don't you? As he knocks down both free throws. Excuse me, no, he knocked down the first. One more coming up here for Dieng. Dieng, good on both free throws. Give him 19 first half points. Dang Dieng came to play here today. Full court pressure, and we get a foul. It'll go against AIC. That was Carlos Hubb, who's into the game for the first time. Number 3 for the Yellow Jackets gets called for the offensive foul. I believe Harris drew the foul. Derek Thomas II checks back in for post. He'll sub out Dieng. So we'll take a timeout on the floor. 1:06 remaining in the first half, a 45-29 lead for the Eagles. You are watching NCAA Division II men's basketball here on the CACC Network. 1:06 remaining in the first half, coming out of the timeout here. On the court for your Eagles, it is Thomas, Alsey, Sanders, Harris, and Holden. For AIC, Jordan, Ellison, Zaja, Balde, and Hub. Under a minute to play here in the first half. 45-29 lead for your Eagles here in their home opener, and that will be a backcourt. .8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Dribble handoff. Sanders, top of the key, crosses over right to left. In on Balde, got his miss, puts it back up, missed it, rebound, Jordan. There is a 6-second difference between the two clocks, shot clock and game clock. Shot clock coming up on 20 seconds. Ellison, the drive and the pull-up, gets called for the offensive foul. So the Eagles can take the final shot of the half if they wish. Kanye Wavizwa checks in, Ellison checks out. .9 remaining in the first half. Again, Eagles can wind it down. Harris, Holden, Alsey, Thomas, and Sanders. That's a 5 on the floor for your Eagles. Four, three, it's Holden. 2, 1, side step 3 at the horn, in and out. And that takes us to halftime. Eagles, what a first half. Dang Diang, 19 first half points to lead the way. And the Eagles take a 16-point lead heading into the break. You are watching NCAA Division II men's basketball here on the CACC Network. We'll be back after halftime. All right, we are nearing halftime's conclusion, and we are getting ready for the start of the second half here between the Eagles and the Yellow Jackets. Eagles lead at 45-29. Heading into the second half, Dang Diang, leading the way with 19 first half points. He was 7 for 8 from the floor, 5 for 6 from the line. As we welcome you back here into the broadcast booth, Griffin Cast on hand here on the CACC network. Hope your Wednesday evening has been going so well. 16-point lead for Mark Kuntz's squad coming out of halftime. It is 45-29. Again, Dang Diang leading the way, 19 first half points. Robert Sanders, the other Eagle, in double figures with 11 points. Leading scorer coming into this game throughout the first 2 games is Bo Lacotte, but he only has 4 points here in this one. Hasn't taken too many shots. He's only 2 for 3 from the floor. So not forcing it is Bo Lacotte. And on AIC, 2 players in double figures. That's Justice Ellison and Tyree Washington. All right, 20 minutes up on the board. Let's see if AIC has a comeback bid in them. They are in the black uniforms, Eagles in the white uniforms. AIC will start with the ball to begin this second half. On the floor for AIC, Ellison, Washington, Hall, Zaja, and Jordan. For the Eagles, Harris, Akot, Diang, Alcy, and Sanders, as Akot is on the ground in agony. Only 11 seconds gone here in the second half, and Bo Lacotte, the team's leading scorer throughout the first 2 games, is in some pain on the far baseline. So it looks like Williams will check in for Akot, and you pray that Akot is okay. Again, averaging 21 points per game through the first 2 games. And Akot is thankfully able to get up and walk it off. So a great sign there if you are an Eagle fan. Bo Lacotte able to walk it off and head to the sidelines. Taquan Williams will check into the game for him. And the sign here for Akot is to see if he stays on the bench or goes to the locker room. It looks like he's staying on the bench, so another great sign if you're an Eagle fan. So again, only 11 seconds gone here in the second half. 45-29 lead for your Eagles. If you're just tuning in, the women's team, they won 61-55 over Queens College. Right before this one, this is the second half of our Wednesday night hoops doubleheader. Zaja lost it inside. Washington, now Jordan, the J, too strong. Diang the board. And here's the Eagles' first offensive possession of the second half. It's Harris at the controls. Gets it back off the handoff, scoops it with the left hand, and lays it in. Quest Harris, a beautiful take to the 10. Eagles strike first here in the second half. They lead 47-29. Hall. Now Zaja, top of the key. Chest pass to Jordan. Jordan met up by Alcy. Now Hall, a 3. Book it, puts it up and through. Jack Hall from downtown, and now he's on the board. He was 0 for 2 from downtown. Now he's 1 for 3. 15-point game. Diang swings it. Harris gets to his right hand, gets in the lane, kicks it out to Sanders, and he retrieves it near the timeline. Sanders, one-on-one. He'll pull it back for 3. Robert Sanders on a downtown hit. Give him 14 on the game, and that pass, an errant one, thrown into the hands of AIC. Sanders on the drive. Sanders the lay. Sanders the score. Robert Sanders, a little 5-0 run right there by himself. Balloons the Eagles' lead to 20, the largest of the game. A little over 2 minutes gone here in the second half, and they get Harris for the push in the back foul with 17:55 remaining in regulation. This Eagles squad last season, 15-13 overall, 10-8 in conference play. And now it is Jordan. Feeds it to Ellison. Comes into this game with a 19.5 points per game. That's his average. Ellison on the drive. Ellison backing down Harris. Fades to the baseline. That's a smooth looking J. Justice Ellison off the turnaround. 17:25 remaining in regulation. It's Harris at the controls. Harris spins. Harris into the lane. Oh, the jelly from Quest Harris. Smooth. Jordan ahead to Ellison. AIC breaks the press. Ellison fires from three and knocks it down. Justice Ellison. Back-to-back buckets for AIC. Brings them within 17, a little over 3 minutes gone here in the second half. Dieng, top of the key, crosses over left to right. Hands it off to Harris. Harris, crossover into the J. Left it long. AIC's pass deflected and stolen by Ellison. Ellison now into the front court, full head of steam, coughed it up. Dieng off the steal. Dieng into the front court. Dieng down the lane. Had his layup rejected by Washington. Hall off the rebound. Ellison lines up the triple. A brick. 16:15 remaining in regulation. Eagles 54. Yellow Jackets 37. Sanders a three. Dieng back up. No. Yes on the second. Jordan gets it into Jet Dobbs. He goes back to Jordan cross court. 15:45 remaining in regulation. A 56-37 lead for your Eagles. Jordan finds Ellison. Ellison with 12 on the shot clock to Washington. Washington, backdoor. Jet Dobbs saves it. 6 on the shot clock. Jet Dobbs goes to work, kicks it. Jordan along two. Air ball. And we get a foul on the floor. It'll go against Washington. Eagles will take over with 15:22 remaining in the second half. Akot, Radcliffe, and Thomas all back in for the Eagles. And Bo Akot, after he needs to be sub out due to an injury, is back on the floor for your Eagles. And Bo Akot in the 2020-2021 season played for the Quinnipiac Bobcats in Division I basketball. Williams, Thomas, Sanders, Radcliffe, and Akot. That's the 5 on the floor for your Eagles. Thomas at the top of the key. Puts it on the deck. Thomas looks to score it. Now he shares it to Akot. Only 4 points here in this one. Bo Akot averaging 21 points through the first 2 games. Akot, the drive and the foul. They get Jet Dobbs for the whistle. They say the foul was not in the shooting motion, so it'll be an under the basket out of bounds play here for the Eagles. Williams to inbound. Williams gets it in. Radcliffe back up top to Akot, and they swing it over to Sanders. He splits the D. The Euro had it taken away by Washington. And a foul on Sanders in the backcourt with 14:53 remaining in the second half. Jet Dobbs met by Williams. Jet Dobbs gets to his left hand, gets into the lane, and drew the foul. With 14:43 remaining in regulation, Jet Dobbs will go to the line to shoot a pair. Jet Dobbs, 16 minutes, no points to show for it. He's 0 for 4 from the floor, and this will be his first free throw trip in this game. Jet Dobbs back iron on the first of two. On the floor for AIC, Jet Dobbs, Hub, Jordan, Hall, and Washington. Jet Dobbs got the back end of two. Goes 1 for 2 in that trip to the free throw line. 18-point lead for the Eagles, 56-38. Akant walks it into the front court. Yellow Jackets in the 3-2 zone. Thomas kicks it. Sanders puts it on the deck. Back to Thomas. Lines up the three. Splashdown. Derek Thomas the second. Pure from the outside. And he deflects the inbound pass. Williams and Sanders check out. Holden checks in with Radcliffe. Buka Pikarishvili into the game now for the first time. He just inbounded it for AIC, number 32 in black. 14:07 remaining here in the second half. 59-38 lead for the Eagles. It'll be an under the basket, out of bounds play here for AIC. It is triggered in. And now Balde lost it. Nice pick up there by Akant. Quickly into the front court. Delay, missed it. Balde, he traveled. Dieng and Alsi, the Twin Towers, back into the game. Alsi at 6'9", Dieng at 6'7". So Akant and Holden in the backcourt. It is Thomas, Dieng, and Alsi, all forwards on the court for the Eagles. Dieng in the lane, kicks it. Holden was stepping on the sidelines. Dang Dieng leading the way for the Eagles with 21 points and 9 rebounds. Robert Sanders follows him with 16 points. 13:40 remaining in regulation. AIC will inbound. Dangerous pass. Poked away. Holden on the deck. And it is ripped away by AIC. Balde, the layup. Swatted by Alsi. Ahead to Akant. Akant shovels it. Dieng missed it. Foul called on the floor. It'll be Alsi to shoot 2 at the line. Eagles are 9 for 11 from the free throw line. AIC 6 for 7. Alsi at the charity stripe, the first of 2 is too strong. Alsi drills the back end of 2 as he goes 1 for 2 in that trip to the charity stripe. 22-point lead for the Eagles, the largest it has been all game. Balde, nice setup there by Pikarishvili. back to a 20-point game. A little over 13 to play in regulation. Dieng attacks, kicks it. Holden, the sharpshooter, can't connect. Jet Dobbs threads it, and they get AIC for the foul. AIC couldn't believe the call. 12:51 remaining in regulation. Williams and Sanders will get set to check back in for post. So here's Balde at the line. The first of two is through. Holden checks out as well as Thomas. Balde is three as he misses the second. Get a foul on the floor. It will go against Carlos Hub. AIC draws the foul. 12:50 remaining in regulation. A 19-point lead for the Eagles. AIC shows some full court pressure. Akat. Dieng. Akat drive kick. Dieng sets up the triple. Sanders off the offensive rebound. Couldn't tell if that was Sanders or AIC that got the basket, but they were both in there. It appeared as if it was Sanders to the naked eye. Dieng saves it in play. Akat will look to push. Akat tries to turn the corner on the right wing, and we get a foul on the floor on Carlos Hub. We'll get Zaja back into the game. 23 in black. Under the basket, out of bounds play here for the Eagles. Williams will inbound. Gets it into Dieng. AIC back out. Sanders. He'll shoot it from the parking lot. Oh, he's a shooter. Robert Sanders from downtown. Way downtown, I should specify. And he shot that one from the NCAA logo. 11:50 remaining in regulation. A 65-41 lead for post. Balde on the drive, and he had it poked away. Dieng ahead of the field. Throw that baby down. Dang Dieng on a rack attack. And that sends the fans here at the Drubner Center into a frenzy. Eagles 67, Yellow Jackets 41, 11:37 remaining in regulation. You are watching NCAA Division II men's basketball here on the CACC network. All right, we are coming out of the AIC timeout. It was Dang Dieng right before the break, throwing it down in the open floor to send us into a timeout. The Eagles have their largest lead of the game. It's at 26. 67-41 lead coming out of the timeout with 11:37 remaining in regulation. Pikrishvili at the controls, defended by Dieng. Now it goes over to Zaza. He drives with his left. Zaza bounces it. Balde misses the lay, but a foul is called on AIC. So Balde back to the foul line. He is 3 for 3 from the charity stripe here tonight. 9 points, 12 minutes. And get him into double figures as he knocks down the first of 2. 11:18 remaining in regulation. A 67-42 lead for the Eagles. Domination. Balde misses the second of 2. 1 for 2 in that trip to the line for Balde. And a Kant baseball pass ahead to Williams. He went backcourt. So 67-42 lead for the Eagles with AIC taking over. Zaza swings it. Ellison on the left wing. Backdoor. Goes out of play. Last touch by AIC with 11:01 to play here in the second half. As Quest Harris and Derek Thomas, the second check back in. Williams and Dieng sub out. The Eagles break the press. Harris calls out the set. Akat bounces it. Back to Akat, lines up the triple, book it. Bowl Akat puts it up and through. 70-42 lead for the Eagles with 10:25 remaining in the second half. Eagles are cruising to a home opener victory here. Still time left, coming up on the midway point here in the second half. A nice bullet pass there, and Balde finishes the lay. Nice feed there from Zaza. Coming up on the midway point here in the second half. 26 lead for the Eagles. A Akat drive, kick. Harris now on the drive. And the kick. Akat sprays it out. They get one more into the corner to Harris. He takes it inside. Nice verticality there by Zaza. And he clears for AIC. Jet Dobbs a 3. Off the board, the second chance effort, Pikrishvili puts it back up and through. 9.5 to play in regulation. A 70-46 advantage for the Eagles. The women's game was a lot closer than the men's here. Akat pulls it back. Almost turns it over. Now Thomas, 6 on the shot clock. AIC inside, misses the initial layup, and now he goes over the back on Zaza. Dieng and Holden check back in for the Eagles. Some substitutions for AIC. Now on the floor for the Yellow Jackets, it's Jordan, Zaza, Washington, Hall, and Ellison. So the Eagles AIC is in the bonus. So it'll be Zaza shooting 2 at the line after he got fouled by Kyle AIC. Zaza misses the 1-and-1. 9 minutes to play here in regulation. If AIC wants to make a comeback, they need to go now. Trailing by 24. Akat, the drive, the kick. Sanders in the left corner. Bounces it. Dieng drives it, lays it, and misses, but drew the foul. Dang Dieng to the foul line to shoot 2. So Dieng at the foul line here for the Eagles to shoot a pair. First of 2 up and short. Dieng gets the roll on the second of 2. 1 for 2, and that trip to the line for Dang Dieng. Back to a 25-point lead for the Eagles. Washington under the hoop, missed the lay. Gets his miss, puts it on the deck, takes it on 2 Eagles, and draws the foul on the floor with 8:31 remaining in the second half. On the floor for the Eagles, it's Sakat, Thomas, Dieng, Holden, and Sanders. So it'll be a 1-and-1 here for AIC. Tyree Washington will shoot 2 at the line. Puts up the first, and he misses off the 1-and-1. Sanders. Bounce pass to Akant, chest pass to Dieng. One more in the corner to the sharpshooter. It's Holden on a 3. Washington under the hoop. Missed the layup, but drew the foul on Dieng. So it'll be Tyree Washington going back to the free throw line here. This time to shoot 2 with 8:12 remaining in the second. Washington knocks down the first of 2. Alsey back in, as well as Harris. Thomas and Holden check out. Washington 2 for 2 in that trip to the free throw line. 71-48. Eagles lead it. A little over 8 minutes to play here in regulation. Eagles work it around as they break the press. Dieng takes it inside. Dieng, layup rejected by Washington. Ahead to Ellison. The drive, the kiss off the window. And Washington comes up hobbling. Dieng in the backcourt. Akant now slows it down. 7.5 remaining in regulation. Harris threads the needle. Sanders tried the reverse. It goes out to Hall, and he moves it into the front court. Zaja on the drive, the scoop, the score. Dieng finds Sanders open in the right corner, and he was waiting for that as soon as the Eagles took it down the floor. Sanders was wide open basically the entire possession, and he makes AIC pay. We'll take a timeout on the floor here with 6:51 remaining in the ball game. Coming out of the timeout here with 6:51 remaining in regulation. It is a Eagles 22-point lead here, 74-52 Eagles. Amaran Jet Dobbs in the backcourt, gets it into the front court. Swings it. Washington thought about the three. Now inside to Ellison. Baby hook, right hand. You bet. Justice Ellison with a nice deuce. 6.5 to play in regulation. Back to a 20-point game. AIC. Back to Harris, and they work it around to a cot. High-low action here. Dieng coughed it up. Jet Dobbs off the steal. Jet Dobbs into the front court. Hall tries the long ball. That's off the mark. Washington and Dieng fighting for the rebound. A jump ball, possession, Eagles. As Carlos Hub checks back into the game for AIC. He'll sub out the leading scorer, Ellison, with 6:08 remaining here in regulation. Harris goes cross court to a cot in the front court. And Jet Dobbs shoves a cot. So, Eagles in the bonus. It'll be Bola Cot heading to the foul line to shoot a 1-and-1. A cot. Takes a few dribbles, spins the ball, releases the free throw, in and out. Washington off the board. Under 6 to play in regulation. Hub works it back. Jet Dobbs threads the needle. They kick it out to Hub, the three. It's short, and it's Sanders climbing the ladder for the board. Harris gets to his right hand. Oh! He almost just tried to throw a poster down here in the Drumner Center. Hall on the other end. The lay. An 18-point game. Dieng drives, kicks. Sanders open in the left corner. He's a sharpshooter, and he misses this time. Hall off the board. Hall takes it inside. Hall, the step back J. Oh, Dirk Nowitzki-esque. The one-legged fader. Under 5 to play here in regulation. AIC, they've cut it down to 16. AIC into the front court. Now Akan at the front court right. 4:45 remaining in regulation. Akan brings it back out. Kicks it. Dieng on the right wing. Sanders wants the one-on-one, gets inside. Sanders had it, rejected, but a foul. I believe they get Washington on the foul. As Mark Kuntz wants his team to meet up on the sidelines. So Robert Sanders to shoot 2 at the line. First of 2 up and through. Sanders comes into this one throughout the first 2 games of the season. 2 for 3 from the charity stripe on the year. Clock stopped at 4:30 remaining here in the second half. Sanders back iron on the second of 2. 75-58. Ellison on the perimeter, calling out the shots for the AIC offense. Hall, he'll line it up from downtown, barely grazed the rim. It goes back out to Ellison, tries the long 2, nothing but net. Under 4 minutes to play, 15-point game. AIC still not out of it, but they need stops. And there's one right there. Zaja ahead. One more. If this goes down, this could be interesting. Hall back iron on the 3. Dieng climbs the ladder for the board. Coming up on 3.5 minutes to play here in regulation. A few scores for the Eagles, and they could just about wrap this one up. There's one. Kyle Alsey off the pick and roll. And Andy Burkholder not happy at that play, wants time with 3:28 remaining in regulation. 77-60 lead for the Eagles. .328 remaining here in regulation, coming out of the Andy Burkholder timeout. It's a 17-point lead for your Eagles. And Griffin Cass on hand. Hope your Wednesday evening has been fantastic. Zaja crosses the timeline. Scores and stops. The name of the game for AIC for the next 3 minutes and 15 seconds. They are going to be going home with a L. 3 ball too strong right there. Ellison off the offensive rebound. Back up. Can't connect, but a foul. Ellison to the free throw line to shoot a pair. With 3:08 remaining in regulation. So here's Ellison at the foul line. 15 points on the game. Make it 16. Ellison cans both free throws. 77-62 lead for your Eagles here in their home opener in the 2023-2024 season. So glad that you could tune in here on the CACC network. Griffin Cass with you on hand. Eagles in the bonus, so Taquan Williams, the freshman, he'll go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. Excuse me, no, it'll be 2 free throws, so Williams a pair here at the line. Taquan Williams, a freshman point guard, stands at 6 feet. Can't connect on the first of 2. Williams from Brockton, Massachusetts. He's a lefty, as you can see on your screen. Cans the second free throw to go 1 for 2 in that trip. Under 3 to play here in regulation. A 16-point lead for your Eagles. And AIC, they are going to need some of those threes. But that one doesn't go down. I'll see off the board. And Akant wisely slows it down and calmly brings it into the front court. 2:40 remaining in regulation. Eagles looking to close it out and move to 3-0 and pick up their home opener W. Williams, the drive, the bounce. Alsey will try the J. Back iron. Ellison, stop, pop, foul line J. You bet. Justice Ellison. Off the nice stop and pop. You just love when a player is able to stop on a dime like that into the J. And AIC gets the ball here. Don't really know what transpired just now. Was a technical foul assessed? I mean, no one's shooting free throws, so it might have just been off of the turnover. So either way, AIC ball trailing by 14, 2:11 remaining in the second half. Zaja, they need threes. AIC, Hall, he's been the shooter for AIC. He puts it up and through. Not done yet are the Yellow Jackets. 11-point game. Eagles, you get it in the front court. Dang Diang works it back out to the point guard, Bolakat. 1:40 remaining in regulation. Akat drives, kicks, Sanders. Back to Thomas, Williams up top. Off the drive, the scoop, and the score. Ellison can't corral the pass. And the Eagles, with a 13-point lead, are looking good with 82 seconds remaining in regulation. Carlos Hubb checks back into the game for AIC, as well as Jalen Jordan. Akat slows it down. Akat on the drive. Akat the jelly. Yes, sir. And Bolakat puts the nail into the coffin in this one. Eagles are going to get the victory here in their home opener. Washington inside. Washington off glass. Timeout on the floor. We'll stay on the air here with 55.5 seconds remaining in regulation. 82-69 lead for the Eagles. As let's take a look at the road ahead for your Eagles. They will play in the STAC Classic. That will start this weekend. November 18th on Saturday, they will play St. Thomas Aquinas College, and then they will play Mercy College on Sunday at 3:30 the following day. And for AIC, they will travel to Adelphi on Saturday at 2:30 for their next contest. A 13-point lead here for the Eagles coming out of the timeout. A tall task for AIC to come from behind in this situation. So Diang to inbound out of the timeout. Williams hits the deck and draws the foul. On the floor for the Eagles right now, it's Akat, Sanders, Williams, Diang, and Thomas. It'll be Taquan Williams shooting 2 at the line. 53.1 seconds remaining in regulation. Williams at the line, the first of 2, puts it up and through. Alsey checks back in for Derek Thomas II. Williams rattles home the second. 2 for 2 in that trip to the line. 15-point lead for the Eagles. Coming up on 45 ticks remaining in regulation. Ellison can't connect. Seven-second difference between their 2 clocks, shot clock and game clock. Mark Kuntz telling Bolakat to just hang out right at the logo. Sanders, 7-6-5. Mark Kuntz signaling no shot. The Eagles will just take the 30-second shot clock violation as Bolakat, Dang Diang, and Robert Sanders, they were all contemplating shooting it, but they just pull it out. 4-3-2 on the Eagles. They're going to win their home opener by the final score of 84-69. So that will do it from our Wednesday night doubleheader action here at the Jubner Center. The women's, they won 61-55, and then the men's, they win 84-69. Robert Sanders and Dang Diang leading the way for the Eagles, and the Eagles improved to 3-0 overall. And AIC drops to 2-1. For our entire TNN crew here at the Jubner Center, Griffin Cass signing off here on the CACC Network.